Hey, what's up, everybody? It's me, Sen, and as you know, we are not playing a horror game today. We're here to discuss where winds meet stuff. Uh, I know I don't make a whole lot of content. I've stated why for where winds meet, but I can make thoughts and opinions. So this is what we're going to do. All right. So today we got Verse of Winter, which is like a mini battle pass. It's not the battle pass, but it is a battle pass for this event. For me, the battle pass is very good pricing because it is cheap and affordable. Everyone will be able to buy it. For me, it's $1 and a few cents plus tax when you add in the tax and stuff. So basically, it'd be like purchasing the 60 pearls from the shop because they're also the same price, which is with tax is just like $1 something. And for buying it, you get the outfit. Let me show you guys the outfit. Scroll all the way down. Right here. This is the outfit you get from the current battle pass that dropped today. Don't confuse it with this battle pass. Two different ones. Yes. And from this battle pass, you get certain things. We're not going to talk about those. We're going to talk about these. Resonance Melody. Now, along with this, there is a new summon that dropped, which requires you to use Resonance Melody as the summon currency. It is different from the standard currency because, like the one event, we had a separate draw. So we have this draw and then this draw. As you know, this draw, golden pulls, and then the normal ones that you can buy with Jade, right? This one is different because you can only get these from either getting them from the battle pass or getting them from the shop, which costs 160 pearls. So if you wanted to get one pull, 160, depending on how you do it, if you want to do it the quickest way possible, for me it's a little bit over $3 for one pull. But if you go back into that and say, oh, I want to do a 10 pull, right? 10 pull, 1,600. 1,600 for USD is quick and simple way. Um, just do the $30 pack, not pack, $30 pearl buy, and that's you out $30. Now, if you want to do 50, if you want to do 50 pulls, which doesn't guarantee you anything, right? Because it's 100 and something to pity, you would have to buy over $100 because for 50 summons you need, I believe it was 8k pearls to do that. So as you know, that would be one of the $100 packs. If you have the additional gift, it would be one of these packs, and then you could do the $30 pack. So that's like, I'm gonna give a rough like 130 ish around there, maybe a little bit over 130, maybe like 131, 132, over 135, under 135. Ugh, I can't speak. So that's a lot of money. That's definitely not cheap. And again, that's only for 50. Let me show you guys. Go in, go in, go in. Keep going, keep going, keep going. And there's your 50, 8k. So again, say you had the worst luck, right? say you had the worst luck on the banner. You're going to hard pity. For me to get to hard pity right now, I need 118 drops. So that's 100, 200. That's over 200 bucks. 200 bucks because, as we said before, you get the 8K, and without that top up thing, you're doing the. Let me just make sure I got all the stuff right. You're doing this, and then you're doing like two of the 30s. So that's, if you don't have that, it would be. I don't know what the regular additional gift would be because it goes down. I'm gonna say roughly around 160. Right, 160 would get you. It would get you enough to do the 8K. So that's multiples of 160, which means over $200, I believe. I'm not good with math, but I know it's a lot of money. That's the point I'm trying to make here. My point's not to give you an exact amount because I want to make that clear in case legal trouble comes my way. I'm not giving definite percentages, I'm just giving rough estimates on things right now. It's a lot of money for people, right? People don't always have enough to spend for these cosmetics that are coming out. You know, some people are less fortunate than others, and some people, they are more fortunate. Some people can blow that money. I know people who can blow. I've seen people, I don't know them, I've seen people who blew 10K and was like, yeah, it was 10K. I'm like, what do you mean that was 10K, bro? That's $10,000. Again, not talking about this. I'm talking about like past games, like in Crystal of Atlan. You got people who blow thousands of dollars. My point I'm trying to make is this draw right here. The outfits are cool, but let me stress this to you: for the average player who's just playing kind of casually, this banner is not for you. It's not meant for you. It's not made with your intentions. And I'm gonna say this: I like this game. I love this game. I like the devs of this game because compared to other devs, Crystal of Atlan, these devs are better at hearing people's voices, opinions, and more kind and more generous. In my opinion, in my experience, they're more generous. However, this banner and the previous banner is not for regular players such as like me and other people. Do I spend? Yes. Do I spend multiple hundreds? No. As you can see, I never even bought the $100 pack. I haven't even bought the pack below the $100 pack. So this banner is not for you. What this banner is, and it's gonna sound negative coming out of my mouth, this banner is for the people who can blow money, a lot of money, to kind of like be cash grabby. And like, I don't mean cash grabby as kind of like, there's no way of saying this without it coming out negative. It's for cash. It's for cash because it's lasting until mid-January ish. It's close to the holiday season, which usually means that like people are getting Christmas gifts, such as like cards. They're getting money, so they're going to have more money to spend for this event. It's it's definitely enticing. If I had the money, I didn't have to worry. I'd get some of these outfits. These outfits are cool looking. Let me show you guys these outfits. You know, this is a cool. I love the colors. I would change them. I would dye them a different color because I have different color scheme. I love the veil. Don't like the hair. This outfit, I love it. Everything about it. I love it. absolutely everything. Yes, I'm being biased. And then this isn't worth your time because it's just a different hair color from this. And of course, if you wanted to, you can buy things separately. Me personally, I would just kind of save things until then. You know what I mean? But I'm getting off topic. Again, this event is not for really regular players. And yes, it's negative coming out my mouth. There's no real way of saying it positively. It's for money. So for us regular players, stick to these. Stick to these ones. These event things. If you want the best chance of getting something cool and stuff like that, like like I've said with the oh god, it's lagging terribly. Let me get out of there. All right, for the Solemn Echo, you can trade in Jade for pools, man, and you get these things pretty easily. This is the super free to play friendly summon. This one, it's more kind of like for the people who can spend to do multiple draws, but you can collect things up over time by saving. Save for what you want. You could get a cool outfit potentially. It is what it is. And of course, I gotta go back out because it's like, oh my god, that is a big thing that happened today. The lag has been terrible on this poll banner. For this one, if you want to summon for it, it's your money. End of the day, it's your money. I can only advise you to do what I think is best, but whether or not you take that advice into consideration and use it, that's up to you. Personally, if you are not able to spend a whole lot of money, if you don't have a whole lot of money saved, or like not well, or like not fortunate enough to, this banner really isn't for you. I'm sorry. And I know that sucks hearing because it's cool, skins are cool, but honestly, is it's not for you. It's not for me. I'm not saying it's for me. It's for people to pay. And yes, it coming from playing the game as a fellow player, it's scummy. But on the other hand, I do get why they do it. Now, I'm not justifying. I understand why. I do not condone them doing it because they can have expensive outfits like these, right? They could have stuff like this for the people who spend a whole lot and all that other stuff. It's just the thing that kind of irks me is there's not enough for people who can afford it. You know what I mean? Let me treat this guy real quick and I'll get back to my point. Sorry, treatment, because I like doing the mini game. Alright, let me just do this. Boom. They're healed. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Спасибо. Right, spin the coil. Alright, back to what I was talking about. So what I mean by like more for people like there's a lot of people who play this game. Not all of us can buy everything that we want to. There's a lot of people asking for help. I'm gonna sorry, Full Sasuke, but I can't tell. So the ones that do cost like 60, right? Bro, did this guy... Alright, he's spamming me. So the ones that are 60 pearls, this is $1, right? It's not the most lavish things out there, but it's outfits, right? It's affordable. $60 stuff, $60 here and here. This one I got for free because of the beginning they gave us the option to choose from certain ones. This one I bought with my own money. This one's a bit more pricey. So let's ignore that one. 60, 60, 60, 60, and 60. That's a few of them that are really cheap, really affordable, right? And of course you got other things that are 60, you know, cheap, affordable stuff. Yeah. And then you got other things that do cost more. And that's okay. These things are expensive, but like they're not expensive that like, oh, I gotta worry about like breaking the bank. This will break your bank. Depending on how you go about it, it will break your bank. That summon will break your bank. It's meant to do that. What I would like more is outfits that we can afford that are really cheap. Because if you go back to the top up, 60 pearls, that's $1 for me. $1 and something cents. Everybody's got $1. Everybody's got $1, right? So it's not something to worry about, right? $1's not really gonna make a whole big of a difference. $1 compared to over $100. What I would also like is more outfits that we earn, right? You can have your expensive outfits. That's fine. That's fine. All right. As long as we get outfits that are also extravagant. And what do I mean by extravagant? For an example, this one's extravagant. That's an extravagant outfit. It's really cool. It's really nice, etc. If we could get something not like to this extreme, but something as extravagant that we can earn through hard work and dedication. Example being like progressing for a certain thing, such as an example of what I mean is if you go into the healer or scholar path, if you go up in your mastery for healer's upgrade, eventually you start getting outfits like headpieces, body pieces, you know, you get outfits. That is something that would be cool. As you all know, those outfits though are blue. And they're not really like, wow, they're kind of like, oh, that's nice. But yeah, that's all I really wanted to talk about is how that these outfits, this summon, is not really for most players. These outfits slash summon is mostly for the players who can afford to spend. And you can make the same argument here, but this one, if you go about it the right way, it's not really going to break your bank. Unless, like, you're one of those people who like, oh, I got the bad pity. You know? I got the bad pity, so I'm going to spend a whole lot and stuff like that. I'm not judging anybody. Like I said, your money, your choice. I will explain, though, that, like, this and the Echo Draw, I can't even switch tabs, man. Oh my god, it's that bad. I'm not going to go back here. I'm just going to talk. Those summons, that summon, the one that just dropped recently, it's not for us. And by us, I mean, like, players who can't spend large amounts of money. If you can, congratulations. You're more fortunate than most people. And I hope you get what you want. For other people, I still hope that you get whatever you're going for. This is not to put you down or make you feel bad. It's just to explain that, like, this is not for us. And I never really talked about why I get it. The reason why these games do this is because Where Winds Meet is a free to play game. That means you can download it without having to pay. So they're not getting money from you getting the game initially. So they have to get you through outfits, cosmetics, mounts, etc. All this other stuff. This the outfits, the mounts, the weapon skins, all this other stuff. That's how they get their money. That's how they get funding to better support the game. And this is going to be a little bit controversial to other people, but I don't care because I'm going to say it and it's going to be true. That is okay. What makes it not okay is how you go about it. There are certain other games who will do this constantly. They will constantly milk you for your money and your cash, and it's not worth it. Other games, it happens like once or twice within large distance of each other. Like I said, I'm okay with the summon being here. I got no problems with the summon, right? My problem is there's not really a good alternative to the people who can't afford. And that's why I'm making this video. And I know that some people are like, oh, if you're broke, just say you're broke, cry about it. For one, you're a dick. I'm going to say that. Two, yeah, a lot of people out there who are struggling, right? And we turn to other things to escape that struggle, to help us take the mind off of everything being bad. One of those escapisms is video games. And sometimes you don't want to be reminded that you can't afford things in games. Like I said, fine with the summon, as long as we get opportunities for the people who can't afford things as good as other people can. And that's why I'm kind of mixed on this summon, is because from a player perspective, I understand the players. I feel for them. I lean more with the players because I'm not a representative of this game. I don't get paid by this game. I don't do anything for this game. All right. But on the other hand, I also understand business, and I understand that this is how they get funding for things. This is one of the biggest ways that they help fund the game, fund updates and other stuff. So I understand it being, as we call, a necessary evil. And so far, they haven't done it to a point where it's like super predatory. You know what I mean? Where it's like, it's not, these things aren't coming out every single week, right? No, these things happen. It lasts for a couple months. There's some quiet and peace. And then a new thing pops up. So I can understand that. I also understand that some people, they don't like stuff like this. And so for player bases, they might lose players because of this. Because people either A, don't understand, or B, don't want to. Like I said, I'm not defending anybody. I understand. I don't condone. That's why I give alternative kind of solutions, I guess, to make people a bit happier. You can't make everybody happy. That's a fact of life. You can't make everybody happy, but it would feel a lot better if, like, the people who can't get those extravagant outfits also had an outlet to get extravagant outfits. And I'm not saying like they gotta be super cool. I'm wearing the $60 dancing outfit, right? I dyed this outfit. I love this outfit. I always wear it. It looks extravagant to me. Mostly because of how I dyed it, but you know, stuff like that is cool. All that I'm really asking for making this video is one, to tell people about the summon, review it, give my thoughts, but also to try and tell people like that they matter. You know, it's okay that you can't afford it, and try and make solutions with other people that kind of balance out the unfairness that some people might experience, feel, or face while playing games that they love. I'm not going to take up any more of your time. This is going to be the end of the video. Thoughts and opinions in the comments. Don't need to like, you don't need to sub. Just watch the video. Be cordial. If you have disagreements, you can have disagreements. Just be cordial. Don't go, "You're a stupid, dumb face." Be like, yeah, that's a real intelligent comeback. If you disagree with something that I say, give reasons why. You know, I love to hear it, because maybe I'm missing something that other people don't. Like, other people don't. Other people see. Maybe I don't see something that other people do. So, let me know. Anyway, there's going to be more of the Beast Within content coming in the future, because that's my main thing. And if anything happens, I'll be here to talk about it. Love y'all. Take care. And have a fun time. Man, this coffee's hitting good.